Hi friends, my name is Lauren Hutton and this is Kanos and the New Energy Era YouTube channel, formerly New Energy Creator, still using that a little bit. I've got my dog Juna here if you happen to see him pop in the, in the screen. Today, September 6, 2025, we're 1 month into the Age of Aquarius coming to Earth. Now, Age of Aquarius sounds a little new age to me. So I call it the New Energy Era, the New Energy Era. New Energy is also a rebrand for the Christ consciousness, Christos consciousness. Christos means new. But what is New Energy? What is the Christ consciousness? What is the light body? And what does this all mean? That's exactly what I want to tell you. I want to tell you how the light body works. Please let me teach you how the light body works. Please let me explain this new energy era that's descending upon Earth. Please open your mind and your heart and the flow of energy in your biology to allow this new energy, infinite energy, newness, Kanos to come into your life. Let me show you how. Let me show you how. That's what I want to do. Why do I want to show you how? It's not to make money. I don't make a whole lot of money doing this. I make my money elsewhere. To me, it's all just energy. It's all just energy. I have a lot of energy, so I never have to worry about health, wealth, or relationship. Whew, that's a nice thing. So I can focus on things that are much more important than my bank account, my relationships, or my health. I can focus on bringing the Christ consciousness to Earth. Christ consciousness is defined by bringing consciousness, source. Consciousness is not energy, to Earth. To bring consciousness, source energy to Earth, we are descending. I just put up a Gaia video in which I talk about the difference between ascension and descension. The light body is descending consciousness. The light body does not happen in ascension. That's something else entirely. So consciousness and energy must come together to create an infinite energy source called the Christ consciousness or new energy. We also use the word, the quality, Kainos. So it's spelled Kainos. It is not an entity. It's not even a word. It's a quality of freshness, of newness. It's an essence. When you wake up and you find yourself in that state between dream and awake, between sleep and waking up into this reality, there's this expansion that occurs. It happens every morning. I'm sure that you know what I'm talking about, this quality of freshness. Now, someone from Greece, thank you so much, told me I was pronouncing it wrong. See, these things come to me in visions. I had a vision, and someone suggested I change the spelling. I'm not changing the spelling from my vision. My vision was Kainos. Apparently that is pronounced Kanos, like E, like the sound of the name Elena. Okay, got it. So Kanos, that's the quality we're looking for. I have some announcements I want to make really quickly, and then we're going to get right on into it. How does the light body work? Let me show you how, please. This doesn't cost anything but your time and your attention. Let me show you how the light body works. Couple of announcements. We have a new website, thenewenergyera.com. We have an email list that goes out every single Sunday. If you want to get on the list, look down in the YouTube section and it has the email. Email me, get in touch at energykanos.com, and I will add you to the email list. Go on our website, look at our events. We have the Canada event, October 30th, bowling, October 29th. That still has spaces available because we have a big space there. And you can sign up until September 30th. On May 9th, 2026, we will be in Munich, Germany. That is a smaller space. It's a one-day event on the Lightbody. It's with Katumi. We have 7 of 10 spaces left in Munich on May 9th. Have not even advertised it yet, but we will soon. It'll be on the website and it'll go out to newsletter subscribers first. We have a German translator coming to that event, Nicole. Ursula, who's in her Lightbody experience and has been studying here and creating with us, will be hosting the event. So it's not just me. You'll meet other beings who are in their Lightbody experience. Nicole is really proficient in both English and German. So the event will be in English and German. Ursula speaks mainly German. She's there to answer questions, to host us. She lives in the area. We have 7 spaces left for that. It's a one-day event. From there, May 15th, we'll be going to France. We're going to be staying in Toulouse for one weekend. The workshop will happen in Toulouse, France. Then we'll be moving to sacred sites that are related to Sarah and Mary Magdalene. That Germany event will be more focused on Katumi's method of teaching the Lightbody. The one in France will be based on Yeshua, Sarah, and Mary Magdalene, and will be focused on cosmic love. The whole purpose of the Lightbody, there's many purposes, but the top one is to be able to handle love. The way the current biological design is, the dualistic nervous system especially, it cannot hold love. So you have to make some adaptations, some adjustments, some evolutions, right, in the physical, biological body to be able to experience and handle cosmic love. So that's one purpose of the Lightbody experience. The body is just energy. It is a missing piece in creating infinite energy. For the next 10 years on planet Earth, 2025 to 2035 will be this supremely amazing, innovative time for beings like us who want to adapt the biology to be able to bring the Christ consciousness to Earth. It reflects into the cosmos refract it back, and then we sit in a state of absorption of the new energy. It comes from us and to us through reflection, refraction, and absorption. Something we covered in our May Prisms in the New Light event and our Europe tour in 2025 in May. We'll be going back to Europe in 2026, just laid out a few of the things. Events keep popping up. We have an events calendar on our new website, thenewenergyera.com. Head on over there, get on the email list. I send an email out every single Sunday. Why? Why would I send an email out every single Sunday and provide you all this free content? Why would I do that? Because the Age of Aquarius is here, yet it cannot root if people are running around playing games with themselves or in that Lucifer version of realization where nothing else matters but them. Whew, whew. Gives me the chills. The Age of Aquarius is here, but it cannot root on Earth until there's enough beings in their light body to really allow it to grow roots. One of the things I see in people who haven't realized that the Aquarian age is here and they're still operating in the Piscean age, right? The new age instead of the new energy. What I see is they often hit the eject button. They're trying to ascend. They're doing this. Everything is big flowery language and this and they, everything's really exciting and they're not grounded at all. The light body expression experience is extremely grounded. You make direct eye contact. Your eyes aren't rolling in the back of your head and all over the place. You are fully here. You're fully present, right? So I like yogis like lists, and ultimately, I am a yogi, right? So the 3 qualities of the new energy are reflection, refraction, and absorption. If you come to one of our events, I'll go really deep into it, but I can't do it here because I can barely hold your attention because everybody's flying off everywhere ungrounded. That is not how the Christ consciousness comes to Earth. Use some discipline disciplined curiosity. I am here. I am that I am. I exist. I know that I know. The more subtle the shifts in your energy are, the more sophisticated you are in this light body expression experience. The more all over the place you are, the less sophisticated you are. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. And that's what the light body expression experience is. It's the ultimate sophistication of being in this biological form. It brings dignity back to being human on earth, one of the qualities of Kanos in this Aquarian age that has descended so rapidly upon earth, right? So we have reflection, refraction, absorption. We also have the Kinos Trinity. Imagine a threefold flame. The Kinos Trinity is clarity, compassion, and faith. Clarity, oh, don't we all want it, right? But once you get it, you have to have the balls, the chutzpah to hang on to it. Clarity is taking your human and putting it in the light of your own awareness, not mine, not St. G's, not Katumi's, not Moria's, not anybody else's, but putting the human in the light of your own awareness, placing the human in front of the I am that I am, I exist. What happens when the human walks into that clarity? Anything that's not clear is going to come up. Old programs, Atlantean design mind, dualistic nervous system, a heart that loves only with condition. Any of those things are going to be incinerated, obliterated, destroyed, right? When the human steps into the light of awareness, when the human steps into the beam that is I am that I am, I exist. So clarity, everybody seeks it, but they don't know how to handle it, right? So that's going to clear up all of the programming, the overlays. We don't need more information, more programs, more spiritual practices, more words. We need less of all of that. And the I am that I am, that beam of light, will literally destroy anything that is not your true creator nature. You're backing into it, backing into embodied enlightenment, backing into embodied realization, and allowing the changes to occur in this highly, highly, highly adaptable biology, clarity. Now, most people want it, but as soon as they start standing in that clarity and it's calling them out on all their bullshit, most people who do not like me don't understand that that's actually what's happening. I force, because who I am, I immediately put them in the space where anything that's not clear is going to come to the surface. Clarity. Second flame in the threefold flame of Kanos, this quality of freshness, of newness, of, never been done before, right, is compassion. Compassion is what balances out the clarity, the destruction of every lie and belief system, old programming, spiritual programming that you have is going to be destroyed, but you allow that in extreme compassion for both yourself in honor of the human and in respect for God, I am that I am, right? You are God also, right? So compassion kind of balances out the clarity. The third flame in the threefold flame in the Trinity, the Kinos Trinity, is faith. Faith is so important because we have gone to the end of the way, the end of the spiritual path, right? So when you have no path, you have no goal you're reaching out to. One of my best and brightest clients, oh, wow. She goes, oh my God, I talked to her last week. She said, oh my God, I've had a spiritual goal my whole life. It was realization, and then it was this, and then it was that. And she's like, I don't have a goal anymore, right? So when you're not having a carrot dangled in front of you, you're walking on a pathless path. So you need faith. You need the mustard seed. That is faith. That you know that you know. I could go way deeper into these. Quick review. 3 qualities of the Christos consciousness of new energy. Reflection, refraction, absorption. The Kinos Trinity. Clarity, compassion, faith. What we'll be teaching in Canada is the Singular Communications Network. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. It's credited to Leonardo da Vinci, but let's face it, who knows who said it? Oh, there was a thing on my phone. So, Singular Communications Network. We have 4 bullet points here. Efficiency, immediacy, access. Most important baseline of it is gnosis, nost, or knowingness, whatever word you want to use there. Let me walk you through some examples real quick, because I'm going to lose you. I always do. Nost is a very unique quality because it comes from your I am, from your true creator nature. I exist. It's how the I exist communicates. Nost is how the I exist communicates. It's not intuition. That is a function of your soul. Intuition says, this is good for your soul journey, or maybe this isn't great for your soul journey. Intuition warns you something might be up. Honestly, I don't use intuition at all anymore. I feel like it's old and outdated. I also don't experience myself as an individualized soul being. Keep playing with it if it works for you, but it's really, intuition was designed for you to clear your soul karma. And once you're done with that, you don't need it anymore. The soul integrates into the I am, just like the human integrates into the soul in initial realization and embodied realization in the ultimate expression of enlightenment that I am, and you will be, if that's what you choose. The soul integrates into the I am, so you don't experience yourself as a soul being anymore, though you loved having that experience. So Nos is totally different than intuition. It often comes in as a single sentence that feels like a cool breeze. Really simple information. At one point I was in a really lovely relationship with a partner. I don't necessarily have the desire for that anymore. But he was a lovely person, and there was nothing he did wrong or anything. But as I was navigating through this expression of the soul integrating into the I am, the Nos came in and said, having a partner is not helping you. And it'll be a lot easier if you don't. So that information comes in so direct, it's so clear, it's so pure. The reason you know it's Nos or knowingness is you can't argue with it. Your mind doesn't get involved. It comes in like a knife and just cuts through all the duality. It's not something you debate, right? So information comes in. I've had this in a lot of things, and how I teach, waking up this morning to put this video out, it's Nos. Here's how it's gonna go. We're doing it now. A lot of you have shared a variety of examples. One person was running a spiritual group teaching, and she was in the process of teaching this course in her living room and facilitating, and the Nos came in and said, you're not supposed to be doing this anymore. There's something else for you, right? So the baseline is new energy knowingness, Nost, gnosis. I'm trying to make everything modern, but I am not a modern being. I walked village to village barefoot with Yeshua, which is how I learned how to teach. Village to village in my bare feet. So to be on this camera is quite something. an old Greek god reincarnated on Earth. You have to laugh. So the baseline of this singular communications network, I have St. G in the back laughing. The basis of the singular communications network, as taught to me by the lovely Saint Germain, is Gnost, knowingness, gnosis. The next qualities we're going to talk about in the 4 bullet points we have. So you receive this information from your I am that I am consciousness, from source consciousness, not objective consciousness, not we are all one, but I am all one, subjective consciousness. Subjectivity is key. We're not going back into oneness. I think everybody knows that, but that is not the Lightbody experience. The we are all one experience is not the Lightbody. You're playing in some other kiddie pool. That's not here. I am all one, not we are all one. Get rid of that. Swipe left, St. G says. So once you get the gnosis, right, the information that is based on the here and now, in time and space and beyond time and space, the next step is immediacy. And it doesn't always have to do with external people. In fact, most of the time, 99% of the time, Gnos or knowingness is something you need to address inside yourself. I don't experience inner and outer worlds as separate. They're all one for me. So I have to remind myself that the Atlantean design mind thinks like that. This is my inner world. This is my outer world. This is my personal space. This is my I don't have any of that. I also don't have mind chatter. So I have to remember these things. I'm trying. I'm trying to teach in a more compassionate, empathetic way. But being Indian and growing up with Yeshua, when we were standing on bullshit, we would just get knocked off our bullshit. It's really, it wasn't this gentle parenting trend that's going on. So I'm doing my best. So you have the Gnost or the knowingness. Then there's immediacy. You act on it immediately, because you don't have to run it through 7,000 programs to get to the bottom, right? You act on it immediately because you don't want to create another lifetime, more karma. You don't want to waste your time anymore. So you act on it immediately. So we have gnosis, immediacy. Acting on it immediately creates efficiency. Efficiency, when you receive new information about yourself. I've been playing in a pile of my own bullshit. Let's light it on fire, right? Immediately. Then it works in an efficient way because you're not processing it through all of your programs. You're not passing it through each of your chakras in your body of consciousness. You're not having to process it in the lifetime in which it originated, right? Efficiency means you realize this is a load of bullshit. I'm acting on that by seeing it immediately, claiming it as my own, not trying to push it away, say, that's not mine, da-da-da-da-da, right? So that creates an efficiency of things moving through you, right? Life is about allowing it, life, God, truth, I am, to flow through you without any resistance. That's also part of the faith thing. Imagine if you had no resistance to what is in life. Zero resistance. Someone takes a baseball bat to your head. Zero resistance. Check your bank account, it's empty. Zero resistance. That creates new energy in the biology. Efficiency creates new energy in the biology. So what did we talk about? Baseline, Gnost, knowingness, new energy, knowingness, gnosis. You act on that immediately. It creates an efficiency, right? So you're not laying on the couch for 3 weeks processing trauma from your childhood anymore. You've been there and you did that. That was the way. That was the path. That was the Piscean age, right? Every night I have to hit the reset button. About 7:30, 8 p.m., sometimes 9, depends on if I make time for friends, I go into a state of samadhi. That is the 0 point for me. I emerge from it about 4 or 5 in the morning, and then I start creating content for you all. In between there, I have a lot of fun with a lot of friends and my dogs. Nost, immediacy, efficiency. Fourth one, important, access. Access to information. The most important thing in access right now, as we begin to really truly understand what this light body expression experience looks like, and how we bring the Christ consciousness, the new energy, into our biology and root it on earth in honor of the Age of Aquarius, where everything's not about you, dear human, right? Everything is not about your stories, dear human. It's never been about you, dear human. One of the supreme qualities of the light body expression experience is you realize this. It is not about you, dear human. So access is having the ability to access subconscious information, subconscious belief systems. What I mean by subconscious is things that have been driving you through life and you haven't seen them. Those of you with money issues, there are subconscious belief systems around money, right, that you need to address to have an abundant life. People keep trying to go out and try different things. You can try a million different things until you have the access to the subconscious information that's been driving you, access to the programs that you need to rewrite, to rewire the body, right? So access is super important. Access is the ability to see your own garbage, love it, embrace it, and rewrite it. Bam, done. Get off the couch, get outside, go play. Playing is the best way to integrate these old belief systems, to laugh in their face and say, you know what? No, everything is just energy. And now this is going to upset a few people, but if you really understand what I'm saying, it will change everything for you. Everything is energy. There's no difference between health energy, bank account energy, relationship energy. It's all just energy. I have a lot of energy. That means my bank account is full. That means my health is really, really spectacular, despite the things I do to it. Yes, I am a tobacco fan, like big time. I drink regular Coke because why would you get a Diet Coke and drink fake sugar? That's disgusting. Right? But what I'm trying to show you is that, like, whatever's going on in your bank account or your body or your mind or your emotional body is a direct reflection on the level of consciousness you're allowing to descend into this biological form. That's not used as, don't use that to guilt and shame yourself, to double down in duality, to beat yourself up. These are just indicators. If there's something going on in my body, it indicates to me there's an energetic impasse in my body of consciousness. Now I'm going to use the quality of access to go find out where that energetic impasse is in my body of consciousness, open it up through the light of pure awareness, and then my body is healthy again. You can apply this to your bank account, right? For those of you who, have the energetic impasse reflected back to you in your bank account, if you can go inside yourself, in your body of consciousness, connect to the biology, connect your consciousness to the energy of biology, you can find where the energetic impasse is. Bring the access to it, light of awareness, immediacy, efficiency. It will change everything. A lot of people are trying to go out and rearrange external reality to meet their needs. If you rearrange in here, external reality will respond, reorient around your new truth, right? So if you have carrying around extra weight or you can't keep any weight on, it's something I've experienced with the active Kundalini, right? There's an energetic impasse in my body of consciousness, access to it to rearrange it. So quick review, because I know I'm going to lose you. It's really hard to keep your attention. I'm going to get a little tricycle and ride it around and have like a little clap monkey doing the symbols or something to keep your attention. So these are the things we covered, really, really basically. 3 qualities of new energy Christ consciousness: reflection, refraction, absorption. You have this going on inside of you, whether you know it or not. It reflects out into the cosmos. The cosmos refract it back to you, your own new energy, and you absorb it. Reflection, refraction, absorption. Kanos, quality, freshness, the quality of the Age of Aquarius, the new energy era. Threefold flame, clarity, let it destroy all the stuff that's not you. Compassion, love yourself while it's happening. Faith, that's how you keep walking. There's no path anymore. You need faith to keep walking. The singular communications network codes, there are 4. There are 4 codes for the singular communications network. Those are new energy knowingness, Nost, immediacy, acting on that information immediately, rearranging your body of consciousness immediately. That creates an efficiency. We're not wasting time. New energy is right here, right now. It's in time and space, and it's beyond time and space. Now, it can be in the Age of Aquarius. Before, no, could only come together outside of time and space. Something new. Last one, access. Access to the energetic impasses that are occurring in your body of consciousness once you can see them clearly through the light of awareness. Guess what? Opens up a passageway inside of you. When you do all these things, when you understand all these things, you are rooting the Age of Aquarius on Earth. Now, I have visions, and I try to come in here and make everything sound very right? But it comes from a very big space of being an oracle, for lack of a better term. I am an oracle. My mind is connected to all of the Ascended Masters. Every thought I have in my head is an Ascended Master teaching. I do not experience myself as an individual. I respect your individuality and try to teach from that space, but that is not my experience. So the visualization for the Age of Aquarius, I was like, I need to find a way to talk to you guys about what I see, because I see everything first, and then I come here to try to convince you that it's real and it exists. It's a tough, tough job, but somebody's got to do it. The way to think about it is a runway. The Age of Aquarius is a runway for all parallel realities, ancient civilization, eras on Earth, and beyond Earth to converge. It is a runway. The Age of Aquarius is a runway for all parallel, simultaneous realities to converge on Earth, creating an extremely innovative, sophisticated time on Earth for beings like us. The next 10 years are going to be amazing, and I am going to talk your head off for the next 10 years. Then I will probably get in my private jet, which I don't have now, but I know it's coming. I can see it, and peace on out of here, right? But for the next 10 years, you're going to hear me talk all day long, every day. You're going to hit unsubscribe. You're going to come back because you actually know that this is what you're doing, okay? Another vision I keep having is of a rose, and the rose has that violet flame color and the color orange. Orange like the sunset. Orange like the great central sun. So I keep seeing a rose that's violet and orange like the sunset, and it's kind of a mixture in the rose texture. So if you're a visual person and a lot more right-brained, artistic like myself, those are 2 visuals. Everything else I gave you was left brain, Saint G. right? You want to do it one more time? What are the three qualities of the Christ consciousness, of new energy? The three qualities, the way it moves. Reflection, refraction, absorption. What's the Kinos Trinity? Clarity and the balls to hang on to it. The chutzpah to stand in that clarity. Compassion to love yourself while you're doing it. Faith, so you know which way you're going, right? The steps you take in life will be made by faith, because there is no spiritual path. The Age of Aquarius is the end of the way. You're walking solely on faith. You know the direction you're going based on faith. The Singular Communications Network and the experience that we'll be fully diving deep into in Canada. Singular Communications Network. We have new energy knowingness, immediacy, efficiency, access. 4. Thank you so much for being here. Come check out our new website, get on our newsletter list. As I said, we email out every Sunday. We will for the next 10 years. You have me for 10 years, use me. I want to show you how the Lightbody works. Please let me show you how the Lightbody works. I'll do most of it for free on here, and if you want to come to an event, great. I would love to see you there. If you want to host an event and you have like a group of people in your area, I will fly there. Send me a note. The email is below. To get on the email list, send me an email. The website is below. If you look on the About page, our books are on there. We're written in the Piscean age. We have to catch up, but we also have Katumi's and my Lightbody book in audio form, and it's also in German, Spanish, and English in the book form. So, if you enjoyed this video, please comment below. If you have questions, don't email me your questions. Comment the questions below and I'll answer them. That way everyone benefits from seeing the answer. My name is Lauren Hutton. I am an Ascended Master who returned to Earth just for the Age of Aquarius and to show you how the Lightbody works so we can bring the Christ consciousness to Earth. I work with counterparts in the outer edges of creation, including Yeshua, Jesus, Tobias, Sam. I call him Tobes. I have forever. I work with Saint Chi, Katumi, Moria, and the GWB, which I'll talk about another time. I am so much love with you. Let's get this Lightbody established, because then you can really begin to experience love. To me, love and new energy are the same thing, but if you haven't cultivated enough space and deprogrammed yourself enough in this biology, it will actually blow you up. So let's prepare the body for it. All right, have a great day, have a great weekend, and I'll see you next Sunday.